Other interesting business news, you have Costco changing their iconic chicken packaging and people are freaking out, which I didn't even know that was a thing in terms of people caring about the packaging. Though, I mean, after reading a couple comments, I mean, I guess I could understand. Granted, I'm part of the 1% of Americans who are not a member of Costco or Amazon Prime. I'm just a little bit contrarian that way. Now, nevertheless, this comes to us thanks to Fox Business, which somehow still in business. I think I account for 80% of their web traffic these days. I'm only partially kidding. Now, this is from Christine Rousseau. They say, quote, customers upset after Costco made changes to its rotisserie chicken. Costco apparently also sold 137 million rotisseries in 2023, which is insane when many people speculate it's a loss leader. Or, again, they're not making money. Very similar to how a lot of grocery stores will lose money on milk, but they put milk in the back of the store. So you walk past all the other products that are more profitable, and they want you, well, they know that you'll pick some of those things and put it in your shopping cart. So it's a way to get people in the door because a lot of people see it as a staple. You kind of need, it's something that you need, so you go there for that one reason, then you buy other things. Again, with Costco, they make all their money from their memberships as well. So if they lose money on one product, they're okay. With that being said, they need to somehow see how they can keep that price point down, so they wanted to change the packaging. Giving it a nice, oh, that's, yeah. So it went from a lot of people are saying went from a nice sturdy plastic case, and now it looks like it's coming to a little bag, like a plastic baggie. And I mean, I'm no chicken aficionado. I think a friend got some Costco chicken once, and I think I liked it well enough. But nevertheless, it looks like a little black bag, a little plastic black bag you can see through. That would have been fun and cheeky if they were actually do like an outline of an oven around the chicken. But that's, again, that really doesn't matter. People are buying it just because it's, you know, cooked chicken at an affordable price. Well, actually, it's less than not. It's actually not affordable for Costco because they're losing money on it. But I partially kid there. Now they say, quote, some Costco members are calling foul. That's got to be a pun, I hope. After the retailer changed the packaging of its mega popular rotisserie chickens. Previously, the rotisserie chickens were packaged in a plastic clamshell container. Now, in what the Warehouse Club says is an environmentally friendly move, the rotisserie chickens are sold in plastic food service bags. Which, I'm not sure how much the environmental factor really matters. In this case, I think the biggest contributing factor is going to be cost. Now, I mean, not only is the clamshells more expensive, you know, they have to pay for these things. It's a sturdier plastic. This is probably paper thin plastic, or plastique if you want to feel fancy. And not just the cost of the per unit is expensive because it's more material, but also the cost of transportation and logistics. A lot of people don't think about it, but every, you know, pallet of stuff that ships to you, there's a whole science and engineering that goes into how much stuff they can fit on a single pallet. I mean, in this case, I mean, it's not infinitely more efficient. What is it, maybe 1,000 times more efficient in terms of how many of those little plastic sheet bags can they fit on top of each other versus, again, those clamshell ones. Now, they say the quote, the packaging shift began in March 2024, and is gradually rolled out throughout the United States per Consumer Reports. In June 2024 edition of the magazine, Costco Connections, which of all the magazines I've ever heard of, I didn't know they had their own magazine. That's kind of funny. Costco explained that the packaging would save millions of pounds of plastic on every year. Costco says, quote, you may notice a classic Costco item in a different container. Kirkland Signature seasoned rotisserie chicken now comes in a bag. Based on a projected rotisserie chicken sales in 2024 in the U.S., new packaging will save an estimated 17 million pounds of plastic every year, unquote. Which nobody cares. I was about to say no one cares. 8 people care, and they're all in San Francisco. Average Americans do not care. Now, what they should have said in terms of, again, PR or marketing, they should have been, in my opinion, just more transparent and blunt. Be like, we do everything we can to ensure we can give you a high-quality chicken at the lowest price point possible. We're doing everything possible we can conceivably think of to not raise the prices and fight for you. I mean, their founder is, I mean, he used to be very bombastic in terms of his rhetoric and saying how, you know, do not raise their damn prices. Again, little ADHD comment on the history of Costco. There's a one time where a couple of years back, the CEO was starting to realize that they were going to lose money on the hot dog drink, soft drink combo, the iconic combo for $1.50. And he went to the founder of the company and said, hey, I mean, the cost of pork is going up. We need to increase the price. Otherwise, you know, we're going to start losing money on it. The founder was so irate. He looked at the CEO. He literally said, again, cover your ears if your children listening. He said, if you raise the price of that, I will fucking kill you. That's how passionate he was about keeping that price point down. And to the CEO's credit, he went out and did it. He actually crunched the numbers. They found that if they were to buy their own pork manufacturing or plant, they could still make a profit and at that $1.50 price point. Now, that was years ago. To this day, now I'm guessing they're losing money on that combo. I mean, now it's just great marketing because people talk about Costco for that one thing, but that's how passionate about this company is about getting you the lowest price point. That's why I'm so surprised that they went the environmental route, which again some people care about. But there's also plastic recycling, which sometimes works, but I wouldn't have led with that in terms of the PR for this. Now they say that quote, the bag also takes less space to transport. Called it. One pallet of the new bags is equivalent to 5 pallets of the old packaging, so Costco can remove 1,000 of its flatbed trucks from the road each year. The use of fewer transportation vehicles will eliminate 4,000 metric tons of carbon dioxide annually, unquote. Which again, no one gives a damn. Okay, sorry, again, 18 people care, or 8 people care, and they're all in San Francisco. No one cares about that, Costco. People go to you for one reason. They get the greatest quality product for the lowest price point per unit. This is terrible marketing. And now, in terms of the feedback, here's a picture of the old, the OG plastic one, which, that looks heavy duty. I don't want to say it's, radioactive proof, but it's something you may or may not be able to just throw out or throw into Chernobyl and pick up in a couple days and may or may not be unaffected by the radiation. Now, some of the business writer Fu Thang on X says this is a rare Costco L to be sure. He said that the bags, are extremely leaky and less good for storing leftovers. Customers can't pick out the good chickens. Which, okay, I'm looking at the screen. Again, I'm no chicken aficionado, but I see the package with, the traditional, plastique heavy-duty one, clamshell design. You can see the whole chicken. The seasoned rotisserie chicken, it's in a clear plastic bag. There's a black outline on the edge, which shows also the company brand, the Kirkland signature. But I'm not seeing it as if you can't tell. If anything, I would argue it's more transparent. So you'd actually be able to see the chicken a little bit easier. So I'm not sure what he's going on around there. Now, it looks like another user on X said, quote, your new chicken roast bags are leak like crazy. The whole trunk was soaked by the time I got home. 2 bags, both leaking. This is according to user Wrangle83. That's even worse. Yeah. Some users said, can't recycle plastic bags in my city, but we can recycle hard plastics. Okay. Which, that sounds even more insult to injury. So it's actually leaking all over. To me, that would be the biggest point of contention. Because again, most people don't want chicken soup all over their car, usually. There's an iconic Costco store right there. Their stock is still ridiculously good. Jeez Louise. Again, not financial advice. $845.67 per share. Granted, by the time this video is rendered and uploaded, they'll change, so the stock market does. But wow, that's a pretty penny. And again, to Costco's credit, it's still $4.99, and it's been that way for decades. So again, if they're talking about the environment, and people are saying it's leaking as well. So that's the downside of when I guess you go too cheap. I'm not sure the logistics or the technical specs of this bag, or in terms of how thick it is, or actually if it actually does leak everywhere. But that's certainly not great news, which means either you have to make the bag, it'll pop up somewhere. It's always Fox that does that. Of course, yes. Good old Fox and their pop-ups. To their credit, they have to do something to try to get people to listen to them. Lord knows, I think they have maybe 12 people still listening these days. But nevertheless, will this affect your choice to buy a rotisserie chicken from Costco? Apparently, the price point is still the same for decades. They have to decrease that price point somehow. Maybe this means people... No. It'd be hilarious if the free market, in terms of someone to create... Now, I'm not sure this is profitable, but if they have a third party, someone to stand outside Costco with like clamshell chicken containers, just sell them to people and see how many people would actually buy them. Be like, you can safely transport your rotisserie chicken leak-free now thanks to this clamshell. It's not the worst idea I've ever had. Maybe one of the top 100, maybe. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Do you think that silly idea would actually, get any traction? It really depends how bad it leaks. And guess at what point will consumers not buy it anymore? Because again, if this backfires incredibly, where more and more people are dissatisfied, all of a sudden it goes from a brilliant marketing tactic of being, again, a rotisserie chicken for $4.99 for decades, when people go over there just for that, to all of a sudden it sours people and they go, it's a leaky chicken. It really depends. Do you see the chicken half eaten or half not? Let me know in the comments. I'd be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers at the end of the month. So if you could click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving a thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.